Dr. Chun explains hydraulic articulation principles. Full-scale cab reproduction demonstrates function. Students worldwide build scale models. Indian Institute of Technology shows 20 replicas. Each student mastered different.
We are working hard every day to entertain you, so please subscribe to our channel and support us.
Save lives. Articulation joints flex through flood debris. Emergency responders navigate submerged streets. Centennial commemoration fills the museum. 1,000 visitors celebrate 100 years. Original restoration team honored in attendance. Douglas Reimer, 88, sits proudly. Elena Vasquez, 82, addresses assembly. Marcus Chun, 78, wears academic regalia. Sarah Kim, 75, in conservation coat. They hold hands in connected chain. Their creation stands behind them still. Reimer's face shows completed life satisfaction, eyes clear despite 88 years past. The M745 stands alone at night. Security lighting creates dramatic shadows. Climate control whispers through dark gallery. Machine waits for second-century visitors. Dawn breaks on January 1st. 2044 arrives quietly. Museum prepares for new year. First child approaches with wonder. 8 years old, seeing history alive. Parent holds small hand gently. Machine begins second 100 years. Story continues into unlimited future. Nothing lost if someone remembers. Nothing lost if someone cares. Darkness brought back into light. Steel dinosaur teaches forever onward. Present, witnessed, honored, and home. That is enough. That is everything. Just entry video beats sound like documentary, entry sounds. He thinks about Robert Kessler's family. He thinks about...
The measurement here is exactly 4 inches.
Yeah.
That aligns with the schematic specs.
The cutaway shows how the seal works under this pressure.
Pay close attention to these brass fittings. The original tool patterns confirm the 1943 specifications.
We've made excellent progress on the disassembly. Elena, did you get the shots of the chassis markings?
34 cargo specialist, lost. The laboratory found living descendants. Thomas Kessler, age 76, requests visit. Reimer makes arrangements for Oregon. 3 months later, they meet finally. Thomas has his father's pale eyes.
This is the original Ford GAA V8. The corrosion is extensive, but it beautifully documents the marine degradation we analyzed.
Then it enters the test pond. The cab seals hold against water. It drives 50 feet underwater successfully. Water pours from every seam after. Reimer shuts down the engine finally. The silence feels sacred and complete. They never start that engine again. Months pass, the machine travels onward. It becomes a museum centerpiece exhibit.
See that articulation joint right there? That's what helped us navigate the volcanic ash on Iwo Jima.
Attend with their families. School children press faces to glass. Reimer stands at the back listening. Catherine Beaumont approaches him slowly. Her grandfather survived the Constellation sinking. He spent life wondering about lost cargo. He died in 1987, still wondering. She shows Reimer a porch photograph. Her grandfather held her as infant. He described the special truck exactly. Reimer looks at the machine thoughtfully. He thinks about the glove found. The steel cable goes taut at dawn. Diesel engines howl against history's weight. Something enormous stirs beneath the surface. Douglas Reimer watches the tension climb. He looks like a man keeping promises. The M745 rises through shifting currents. Barnacles slough off in the turbulence. The front cab breaks the surface. Water pours from every seam. The crew works with surgical precision. Reimer cuts off a young man's cheer. This isn't victory, this is exhumation. They hose down the hull carefully. Details emerge that tighten Reimer's throat. 3-tone Pacific camouflage appears through rust. Stenciled letters read CB-12. The Navy's construction battalions claim this one. It never made it to war. Hurricane Dog pulled it down instead. Reimer's grandfather drew this machine once. That receipt sits in his wallet now. The real work begins in Biloxi. 8 specialists gather around the artifact. Elena Vasquez examines tire remnants closely.
This is the M745. My father served with her during the Constellation disaster. He would be proud to see her. As you can see on the replica, the three-tone camouflage was quite distinctive, and the articulated tracks were revolutionary at the time.
Look at the definition here, right near the 187-foot sounding.
If we adjust the overlay, the spiral grid covers that anomaly perfectly.
That's the sonar accounted for. And the ROV systems check out. Rebreathers are next on the list.
Laboratory. The photograph travels to Maryland specialists. The glove is freeze-dried for display. Chun pieces together fragmentary service records. Built in Baltimore, November
appear consistent with the missing
1943,
cargo
shipped to
manifest.
San Diego, January 1940.
We are working hard every day to entertain you, so please subscribe to our channel and support us.
1947, someone remembered it existed. Ordered back to mainland for evaluation. Loaded onto Constellation in August 1950, bound for Norfolk and
Contact confirmed, markings visible, preparing to document.
Bring it down slowly, watch the ropes.
It's settling now.
Secured on the cradle, Dr. Reimer.
His father died on a cargo ship. A Pennsylvania foundry casts new housings. An upholstery specialist rebuilds the seat. The engine is beyond all salvation, but Ching finds another 4GAA. They install it with surgical reverence.
Response.
These track pads are identical to the 1943 originals, demonstrating the crucial synthetic GRS rubber developed under wartime pressure.
Found census records. They identified Dorothy Kessler and children. They found Chief Petty Officer Robert Kessler, age 34, cargo specialist,
helped us understand
lost.
how the machine
The laboratory
worked.
found living descendants. Thomas Kessler, age 76, requests visit. Reimer makes arrangements for Oregon. 3 months later, they meet finally. Thomas has his father's pale eyes. Film everything from every angle. The M745 drives through Sand Isle. It climbs a simulated beach slope. Then it enters the test pond. The cap seals hold against water. It drives 50 feet underwater successfully. Water pours from every seam after. Reimer shuts down the engine finally. The silence feels sacred and complete. They never start that engine again. Months pass, the machine travels onward. It becomes a museum centerpiece exhibit, the recovered Bible and photograph display, proof of lives that touched history. The exhibit opens 74 years later. Veterans attend with their families. Schoolchildren press faces to glass. Reimer stands at the back listening. Catherine Beaumont approaches him slowly. Her grandfather survived the Constellation sinking.
My father, Chief Petty Officer Robert Kessler, a machine that outlived him, brought back from darkness.
This right here is the articulation joint. It allowed the Seabees to steer this massive machine through the toughest Pacific terrain.
The articulation joint of the M745 utilized a novel alloy, allowing for unprecedented mobility under
Recovered Bible and photograph display, proof of lives that touched history. The exhibit opens 74 years later. Veterans attend with their families. Schoolchildren press faces to glass. Reimer stands at the back listening. Catherine Beaumont approaches him slowly. Her grandfather survived the Constellation sinking. He spent life wondering about lost cargo. He died in 1987, still wondering. She shows Reimer a porch photograph. Her grandfather held her as infant. He described the special truck exactly. Reimer looks at the machine thoughtfully. He thinks about the glove found.
The pitting suggests prolonged exposure to salt water.
Yes, but the camouflage layer seems surprisingly resilient here.
Each student mastered different mechanical system. Disaster response vehicles trace M745 lineage. Modern amphibious cargo handlers.
So let's examine the hydraulic articulation. The mechanical advantage gained here was revolutionary for 1940.
Okay, bring it back slowly. Manifest confirms the track links. All clear.
See, you turn this and the whole thing bends. The real one did this underwater. That's right, it helped them clear the mines.
Marcus Chun photographs every serial number. Sarah Kim collects paint samples carefully. They laser scan every millimeter first. Documentation must happen before any disassembly. The engine is seized with corrosion, but the transmission remains surprisingly intact. Human traces are what break Reimer. A leather work glove still holds shape. A pocket Bible rests in the glove box. A photograph shows a family waiting. They catalog every item with reverence. The Bible goes to Kim's left.
Welcome to the Robert Kennedy in the Sessler Memorial Wing.
This functional reproduction demonstrates the exact pressures achieved by the dual-stage hydraulic pump 70 years ago.
Acculation joint のメカニカルアドバンテージ。
Based on the corrosion patterns, we can refine the preservation strategy.
His own grandfather. Catherine hugs this stranger tightly. 6 months later, a package arrives. Multispectral imaging.
As you can see, this machine was groundbreaking in 1943. It's a testament to the...
By reconstructing the M745, students gain invaluable insight into engineering principles.
Base, this is Rescue M745. We have 3 evacuees secured. Proceeding to the next waypoint. Over.
This centennial is not just about a machine. It's about the importance of preserving impossible things.
Remember how daunting she seemed back then.
We knew she was worth saving. Look at her now.
Our finest hour, truly.
Old testing. Hurricane Dog found the ship first. The restoration takes 14 long months. They fabricate parts from 1943 drawings. A Detroit machinist recreates hydraulic rams. His father died on a cargo ship. A Pennsylvania foundry casts new housings. An upholstery specialist rebuilds the seat. The engine is beyond all salvation. But Ching finds another Ford GAA. They install it with surgical reverence. Reveal driveway details. Behind the family, barely visible, an M745 sits immobile. The imaging team